Drew Hernandez is a strong-minded individual.
Drew is great, so passionate.
I just love the work you do. You're one of my favorite people on air.
They hate anyone that's truly on the front lines. That is why they want to stop us. That is why they want to censor us. That is why they want to shut us up. Why? Because we tell the truth and we're effective.
What's going on, Thought Criminals? Welcome to Frontlines. I am your host, Drew Hernandez. A lot going on in clown world, a lot going on in the United States of America, at the world at large, with the people that belong in asylums, that are in positions of power, the people that are sexually perverted, that want to target and abduct your children. These people are in universities, they're in K through 12. These people just, think that your children belong to them, and if anyone comes out and says a damn thing about it, then you're homophobic, transphobic, you're just an evil racist, and you're a terrible person. Well, speaking of that, Kalen D'Almeida is joining me on the show tonight. Kalen, thank you for joining me tonight, brother.
Drew, thanks for having me.
Speaking of, people that get accused of being racists and homophobes and transphobes, and, we just... Here at Frontlines, we like to expose people that just have a very unhealthy interest on children. And Kalen did just that. This professor from the University of Arizona, Harris Kornstein, and apparently people are calling him Harris Pornstein.
Pornstein. Well, they're also calling him pedophile.
Pedophile, for obvious reasons, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you some more details. He loves to perform drag in front of children at gay bars and read grooming books to children in his sexual drag costumes. He has also written at least 2 drag books for small children. Currently, Harris teaches LGBTQ studies at the University of Arizona. So Kalen decided to pay this dude a visit and confront him. Take a look.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Kalen D'Almeida. I'm a reporter. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Sorry, where are you a reporter from?
I'm independent.
Okay. If you want to talk to me, if you can email me, I actually have to get going now.
Okay, well, maybe you could just answer a couple questions about, why you are really obsessed with, dancing and drag in front of children.
Yeah, I don't consent to this interview.
Okay, well, you're in a public place.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple question. You obviously have your reasoning for it, right? You have your reasoning for it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what is that reasoning? I'm just trying to find out why you think that should be normalized.
Sorry. Can you tell me your name again?
My name's Kalen.
What's your last name?
D'Almeida.
Kalen D'Almeida?
Yeah. So why do you feel that should be normalized? On Twitter I found a video of you singing, that song.
I'm going to ask you to
it's part of your book, right?
I'm going to ask you to please.
It's part of your book, right?
I'm going to ask you to please.
The hips on the drag king go swish, swish, swish.
Why
do you feel like children should be, ages 3 to 8, should be exposed to your swishing hips? How come you can't just answer the question? Why is it that you, when faced with just questions like this, you can't answer the question? Why is that? Why are you only confident and proud when you're in the company of people you feel safe around?
Or children.
I'm obviously not here to harm you or anything like that, but I'm just trying
I'm
to
gonna
find
photograph
out
you.
why you feel
Oh
it
my
needs to be
God, look at this
normalized.
guy, dude. Whoa.
Or why do you feel what about the what is it, drag pedagogy? You wrote that, right? Did you write that?
Please stop filming me.
So why do you feel like you need to take over the young imaginations of young children?
Sir, are you affiliated with the campus?
No. So you don't want to answer any questions. Is it because you have an insidious agenda?
I'm not answering any questions, and I would appreciate if you would leave me alone.
Do you have malicious intent?
I'm just gonna
Do you have
contact UAPB
sexual
and
attraction to
just,
children? Do you have
inform them
sexual
that you're
attraction to
harassing me.
children? All right, guys. Well, this is Harris Kornstein. He is a professor here at Arizona University. We just came to ask him some questions about why he feels it's good to normalize drag to 3 to 8-year-olds. He can't answer any questions. He refuses to answer any questions. It's a very simple question. Why should it be normalized? He refuses to answer the question. He refuses to answer questions about why he feels we should allow people like him to take over the imaginations
This was
of
so
young
smooth.
children.
He's just there in the background.
We're out.
Oh my gosh, these people are such cowards. You know what I mean? They're just such cowards, and you like confront them face to face, and like, I'm gonna call the campus police on you because, oh my God, LGBTQ. Wow.
Yeah. Anytime you get these people alone, one-on-one, they've got nothing. Their only strength is in groups when they're anonymous, you know, all these trans rights activists marching around in the streets. But you go and you just ask simple questions. Are you sexually attracted to children? No answer. You can't even say no. This should be a basic no.
Yeah, it should be at least try to deny it, Harris.
Yeah.
At least try to deny it. Come on, dude.
Come on, Kornstein.
Come on, Pornstein.
Yeah, but seriously.
Wait, he doesn't say no. That's a great point.
Yeah, he doesn't say
He doesn't say no.
No.
He just leaves it open.
Yes.
Because I mean, let's take a look at this guy, Parker. Give me some of these steals. Let's take a look
Yeah.
at
Look at
Harris
this guy. He's
Kornstein.
scary looking,
Pornstein
dude.
and drag.
Look at this guy.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, please no. Parker, don't do this to me. Oh yeah, see, children, dude.
Yep.
Always with kids. Dude, that looks like an emoji, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like an emoji? Oh my God. Dude, this is the guy. He loves children. Put that, Parker, put the first one up again. Oh my God, dude.
What
that
a
is
demon.
That is like
That's nightmare
some
material.
Amityville like horror movie. Like if that popped up in like a child's closet at like 3 a.m, total darkness saying, "Hey sister, let's talk about your sexuality, little kid. You want to see if you're gay or not?" The kid would be freaked out of their minds. Guaranteed you. I guarantee you, but they do it in a safe space, a safe environment where the pedophile can come and be accepted in society, out in the open at drag queen pedophile time, because all of the woke white moms come with their children to come get groomed and get normalized to pedophilia. It's crazy, dude.
I know. And it's kind of like one of those, you want to just shake them and be like, what do you get out of this, dude? What do children get out of seeing you on stage make fun of women, mock women with this horrendous evil clown makeup on? They don't even understand. They don't even understand, dude. His books are on Amazon. The first book is called The Hips on the Drag Queen Goes Swish, Swish,
There it is,
Swish.
Mom, Dad.
And,
All right.
and that one, the first one is for 1 to 6-year-olds. The second one, if you're a drag queen and you know it, he wants little boys to be drag queens. And he wants them to shake their hips. And the second book is for 2 to 8-year-olds. That's his target audience.
gosh.
Why does he want little boys to dress up as girls and shake their hips and put blush on and makeup and dance around for dollars?
Because he's probably, this is my opinion, most likely, I'm just going to allege, maybe he's sexually attracted to children. I don't know, maybe that's one observation. Maybe that's possibly a reason. I'm not saying that's a good thing.
That's
it's a
what
terrible
Twitter's
thing.
saying.
Yeah, of course, because people see this and they see it for just exactly what it is.
Yes.
Look at, what is the drag pedagogy headline?
Yeah.
Put this up. Explain
the
this,
drag
Kalen.
pedagogy. So the playful practice of queer imagination, and you can see, and the byline is Little Miss Hot Mess. That's his drag queen name, Little Miss Hot Mess. You should have seen his hot breath, because you should have seen his teeth. That dude's teeth were covered in black. His gums were black. I don't know what that was. But anyway, this whole paper is about getting children while they're young to steal their imagination so that they can do what they have always wanted to do. They're not going to convince you at home. These people are not going to convince you at home that what they're doing is right. So what are they doing? They're going to the youngest, they're going to the most vulnerable, and they're exposing themselves. And they're exposing themselves to these kids' minds. And that is how they plan to change society, because it's all about taking over their imagination, hijacking it so that they can have a more perverted tomorrow. That's what they want.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is why I don't like the idea of protected classes. Like whether it's black people or brown people like myself, or whether it's LGBTQ or whatever the hell they're identifying as these days. This is why I don't like the idea of protected classes, because once you become a protected class and then you kind of mix that with cancel culture and you get destroyed anywhere and everywhere for calling these people out for anything, they could do whatever they want. They could do whatever the hell they want. They're protected because society has cucked out and they've coddled these people in safe spaces to the point where a so-called trans person can go and murder 3 Christian kids and 3 Christian adults. You can't say anything because they're a protected class. This is why I don't like this stuff. It doesn't make any sense. All it does is it causes more problems, and then innocent people, even children, they get hit in the crosshairs. The protected class stuff is so stupid. It's so dumb. Guys, I'm brown. I'm a minority, and I think the protected class stuff is stupid. But these are the same people. It's like, oh, we're all equal. Let's just be equal. Equality. Let's all be equal, Drew. Let's all be equal, Kalen, but not the white people. The white people don't get equality. If you're white, you don't get a voice, but only if you're white and you're in the LGBTQ. Only if you're white and you're Dylan Mulvaney. Only if you're white and you're a mentally unstable man that's perverted in the mind that identifies as a woman. Gosh, dude, this stuff has just like gotten out of control, Kalen. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. I'm just ranting. I'm not even looking at the camera anymore. It's just like, where do we go? Where do we go from here?
Well, if you're president of the United States, you might say that these people are the soul of the nation. That's where this goes. They're the soul of the nation.
And they're going to raise up an influencer army with, I guarantee you, a bunch of Dylan Mulvaneys, more vicious, more villainous, more perverted, more, twisted in the mind, that is all going to target your children and target the low IQ voter base, to target those that might be 16, 17, or those that are going to be potential voters in the future. I mean, this is the tale as old as time. This is why Bud Light, we're going to get into that when we get back from the break. Kalen's going to stay with us because we're going to go over all of the backlash that Bud Light is receiving because they're teaming up with Dylan Mulvaney to just, introduce children to alcohol. Right. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Drew, I got to tell you, man, I've never seen something like that. When I saw Kornstein and I confronted him, I'm telling you, his mouth was black. His teeth were black. His tongue, everything was black. And it looked like he had eaten an ink cartridge. Like an ink cartridge exploded in his mouth.
Wait, so you're saying not the drag picture? You're saying like just him in person?
Yes, him in regular person. That's just black.
I'll give you guys, you use your imagination as to how someone like that has a mouthful of just total darkness and disgusting filth, and who knows what kind of STDs are in there. I mean, God knows, man. But what I will say is keep your children away from people like this, because, I mean,
hey, absolutely. If it's not enough, if this doesn't deter you, maybe the fact that people like this want to get your kids drunk.
You know what else is ridiculous about this? It's like, you look at that picture and you think about what drag, like, I guess is supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like, kind of just like, cosplaying as women, right? Like, you look at, and I'm not saying I approve it. I try to kind of understand what's going on in these people's minds, but you look at a picture like that and you're just like, what a slap in the face to women. Is that supposed to be like a cosplay of a female? Like, is that what they think women look like? Like, to all the ladies at home that watch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that, dude. Is that's your idea of what females are supposed to look like in society? Man. And I'm just saying. I always say this on the show. These people hate women. And speaking of women haters, I mean, this whole thing with Dylan Mulvaney is insane. I made the point. Bud Light knows their target audience. They know Dylan Mulvaney's target audience, which is children all over TikTok.
Right.
So linking up with alcohol is like a cocktail of pedophilia, dude.
Yeah.
And these people know this, and they don't care because, it's 2023, and grooming has been normalized. And if you say anything about it, then you're saying I can't say gay. That's where we're at. So, I mean, take a look at this story. This is where things are going, which is maybe kind of a good thing. Anheuser-Busch loses more than $5 billion in value amid Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light controversy. Beer colossus Anheuser-Busch saw its value plummet more than $5 billion since the company announced its branding partnership with controversial transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Since March 31st, shares of Bud Light's parent company have fallen by nearly 4%, Wow, what a great move, guys. Knocking down the company's market capitalization from $132.38 billion to $127.13 billion on Wednesday. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, but, you know, these people are so woke and stupid in the mind. They're like, it's worth it because of the cause, and Dylan's a real woman, and we're just going to, this is to prove a point. Screw the money. That's how they think. It's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. But, I mean, look at the VP, right? The Bud Light vice president is a woke freak. Bud Light's marketing VP says she was inspired to update fratty, out-of-touch branding with inclusivity. Bud Light's vice president of marketing discussed in a recent interview how she was inspired to update the fratty and out-of-touch humor of the beer company with inclusivity. This comes after this whole Dylan Mulvaney woke garbage.
Unreal, dude.
It's fratty. Is that like a shot at like fraternities and like men?
Yeah. It's a
Stone
shot.
Cold Steve Austin slapping the beers together.
Yeah, it's like a shot at the
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, that beer drinking culture, that Bud Light beer pong. You know, bouncing your chests off of one another, high fives. What the bros do. That's kind of, you know, watching sports. Shooting pool, like doing all kinds of, stuff that men have been doing.
How is beer supposed to be inclusive? I don't understand this.
Well, it doesn't even matter. We all know that this is about ESG. This is about improving their ESG score. This is the social aspect of it. Anheuser-Busch is doing this move. They're going to lose money, but I think that they think they're going to recoup that money, although I don't understand how, because what? How many transgenders are there? There's not more than their initial target audience who was drinking beer. There isn't more. So I don't know, but that's what I think this is about. They are going to make you eat it, whether it's Home Oreos, whether it's Bud Light. You're going to drink the gay. You're going to eat the gay.
Let me Braden, put this up. Even the Legos are gay now, okay? This pastor confronted some Lego workers about, the Legos all getting homosexualed out and stuff, and take a look at how this went. I find this very interesting.
The Lego group supports what?
The Lego group pretty proudly supports the LGBTQ community. Do we not?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the question is, why are you all in here with those pins on? Do you think children care about what man sucks at home and what girl eats vaginas at home?
It's time to leave, man.
Do you think they care about
that? It's time to leave, man.
Do you think they care?
I don't think they think about that personally.
Right. So why would they think about it when they see your pin?
No, they don't. It's time to leave.
Yes, they do. It's disgusting.
Call security.
That's called grooming.
Right. If y'all mind leaving.
Yeah. If you call security, tell security that you're in here wearing a pride flag on your shirt.
Come on, guys. It's time to leave.
You know what's amazing? Most children don't know. He's been educated by me. I think it's grooming. It's borderline pedophilia and child abuse for these weirdos to come in here and wear that, and at the same time, kids buy from this store. When does it stop? I'm sick and tired.
You don't have to shop.
Huh? Yeah, but I came here to buy something. When does it stop? At some point, we need to stop pushing this mess on children.
At this point, we're just going to have to ask you to leave.
I'll leave.
Okay.
And I won't spend any money at Lego.
Fantastic.
If you're in here right now, in here right now and you care about value, this store is intentionally promoting LGBTQ behavior on children.
Sir,
spend your money in a place that doesn't do that to kids.
Sir, you're about to get trespassed.
Thank you.
You know, do you know why these people do this?
Tell me.
You know why
Please,
they shut it down? You know why they shut it down? Number one, they're cowards. Okay, so it's the same situation of the person that you confronted as well. They know, because they live in darkness and their lifestyle is unacceptable because that's how God has engineered humanity. The conviction is there. The understanding that this is unrighteous is there. So whenever it's spoken out in the open, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to LGBTQ, it's everything to do with what, guys? Sexuality. So when you break that down to a child, you have to break down to a child what that really means. And when you do that, you're introducing some hypersexual degeneracy to children, ladies and gentlemen. And when you say it out in the open, people don't want to hear it because it's disgusting. They don't even want to hear it because it's disgusting. You can't describe what these people practice. You can't describe their sexuality out in the open because it's disgusting. Everybody knows it, but this is how these people successfully shut people down. Because they're a protected class, because no one wants to hear it, no one can hear it, it makes them look really bad. They just shut you down. They cancel you. They come after you, your career, your family. They're a protected class. You can't say anything against these people, and that is how they effectively do that. What's next, Kalen? GAYGOLAND? Are they going to start asking, hey, come to GAYGOLAND, kid. Come to GAYGOLAND so we can discuss your sexuality. You can come to GAYGOLAND and have a conversation with Professor Harris Kornstein. Come to GAYGOLAND, little child. It'll be totally fun, where even the Legos are gay, and we'll give you the gay building blocks to civilization and humanity.
Yeah, we'll give you the gay...
I just don't understand it.
We'll give you the gay
It doesn't
key
make
to
any
the city.
sense. If you're not trying to sexualize a child, what is the point of pumping sexual indoctrination into the mind of a kid? It is unacceptable.
Well, they keep claiming that, oh, you know, just because you're exposed to it doesn't mean you're going to end up being gay. It's like, really? Okay, so why don't you explain to me the jump?
But
explain to me.
No, I got a question though.
Huh.
And you did this when you spoke at the what was it with the cat hair, or the cat ear lady?
Yeah, the school board,
because she was opposing the Christians and all that.
Yeah.
But you raised a good question, and you said, what happens if the Christian kids don't agree with this?
Yeah.
So what like in this situation? What if Christian little kids are like, yeah, I'm not into sodomy, dude. I'm not into this stuff. I don't like it. It's not like, get this stuff away from me. Ew, ew, ew. Then what? Then what?
Well,
then what do they do
I'll tell you.
to these kids that don't that view these as predators?
I'll tell you. The little kid who holds that belief that it's disgusting becomes the enemy, and they need to be purged. That's what these people are going to do, and you're going to see a Nashville all over again. Because how else do you get the truth of God, the light of the world, out of these kids' minds? You can't do it. And the darkness is going to want to overtake them. And it's going to want to take them out. And that's the future here. Persecution
I agree.
of Christians.
No, I totally agree, because it like, and I've said this on the show before, like being a youth pastor and, you know, dealing with preteens and teenagers, and there are some based young people out there.
They're out there.
Like they view this stuff and they're like, yeah, no, it's disgusting. I don't want anything to do with this. Why would you want to impose this hypersexuality on my mind? So then, what does society do to those little kids? I think you're right.
They get punished.
I think that's the next level. I think that's the next level that we're going to start to see.
Well, Drew, what does the Bible say? They are going to call evil good and good evil. And that's what we're going to see. And for all those of you who don't read the Bible, but you love this show, you really got to read the Bible.
Yeah, absolutely. But the big thing here is the way that children are going to be treated. They're being abducted. They're being warped. They're being indoctrinated in their minds. They're being convinced that it's okay to chop their genitals up in the name of, you know, being a part of the SJW mafia. But that's where we are right now. It is a total cult. Kalen, great work. Thank you for joining me tonight. Guys, my name is Drew Hernandez. These are the Frontlines. I will see you guys tomorrow night.
We must play offense. Game on.
You expect the rest of the world to live in La La Land. We're not.
We've been saying these things from day one.
Our solemn vow to you, be good, be brief, be gone.
You might find yourself changing your opinion on things you've never even thought twice about. That really sets America apart.
You are not ready for season 2. This is Reloaded.
My life tale and my truth has been to fight socialism.
Are you familiar with structural racism?
Yeah, it's a myth.